I really enjoyed living in Miami, but I enjoy living in the Philippines even.
It has become ridiculously expensive. We found the place that we ultimately fell in love with, the Philippines. What is up, guys, and welcome to a sunny afternoon, a sunny Saturday afternoon in Miami. Today we're going to talk about something that we haven't spoken about on this vlog. We're going to speak about the real reason why we left this place that we loved so much. But first things first, coffee. You gotta swing to the coffee side. You gotta swing to the coffee side.
And I'm back too!
Okay, so Vice City Bean here in Miami is probably one of my favorite coffee shops around Miami at the moment. And that brings me to one of the reasons. So Vice City Bean is, in my opinion, the best value for money that you can get here in Miami Beach, in Miami, when it comes to coffee. And yet, for 2 cups of coffee, a bread, and 2 ginger shots, we paid over $30, which is just nuts for us. Living in the Philippines, everything is very, very inexpensive in comparison to here in Miami, and it feels like since we've left it has just gotten worse. Great example is the apartment that we were renting almost doubled in rent since leaving, which
it would have become
the opposite of affordable.
Yeah, I was just looking for the word. Yeah, it's way too expensive. Cost of living went up by at least 30 to 40%.
Yeah. And this is something that all our friends that live here in Miami are also complaining about a lot, that the prices have just gone up tremendously.
Alright, we made our way to Miami Beach. We vlogged a lot on the mainland and now we are on the beach. We're going to take you to one of our favorite spots here. We just wanted to have brunch at the 27 restaurant. Unfortunately, they don't offer brunch anymore. They are not even open during midday anymore, which is very sad. And talking of that, which is also very sad, is that in Miami a lot of restaurants and cafes had to close down due to the pandemic and to the consequences of the pandemic. So that's very, very sad. A lot of places that we loved are gone. Some new opened up, so we're probably going to try a new spot today. But first, let's head to the beach. Joe and the Juice. This was our office, more or less, for quite some time. A quick little piece of advice, because we just spotted a towing truck. Towing is a big thing in Miami. It costs a lot of money. We were asked to pay $200 because we were over it for like 1 minute or something, right?
Yeah, we got towed immediately. So these tow trucks are driving around like this one in front of us, and they're just searching for cars that are not parked perfectly, cars that have exceeded the parking time, and they will tow immediately.
Yeah. There they are, looking for somebody to tow.
Looks like he found somebody.
Oh no.
Looks like he found somebody.
Parking is a nightmare, so we're going to bring back the car to our friend's place where we can actually park, and then we'll come back with an Uber. And that is one of the reasons why we didn't have a car when we used to live in Miami. It's just so unpractical. You will either get towed, or you will not find parking, or you will pay so much for just parking. So I'm just grabbing a cup of coffee. We're currently in our old neighborhood where we used to live. Right opposite is the building where we used to live, and here is a coffee shop there used to be a Starbucks. Now it's a different coffee shop and Mike is very excited to try it. So later on we're going to go to our old home where we used to live for 3 years to visit a friend and hang out. Probably taking the camera with us just to show you, because you will see the most amazing sunsets ever. But yeah, first coffee. Hey Mike.
Yes.
Bring us up to date.
There's no parking.
There's no parking, yeah.
There's no parking. One of the things that frustrated us so much about Miami was the driving and parking situation. And actually now we have to drive back to Midtown to drop off the car, and we're going to come back with an Uber because we wanted to walk around a little bit, but it is impossible to park, and there's no way I'm going to risk getting Kevin's car towed a second time, because Kevin lent us his car a few years ago and it got towed out of this garage.
Yeah.
And it was a nightmare. And that's why I'm so nervous driving around and parking in Miami. This car is huge, so finding parking is even more difficult. So we're gonna drop the car off, we're gonna come here with an Uber, and you know what, it's not even that bad, because then I can have a glass of wine while we enjoy sunset at our old building that we used to live at.
Isn't it funny how like all of the neighborhood spots are still there? Giotto's and Oliver's. Well, the coffee shop is very different.
Yes. Well, did you tell them that that used to be the office?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But it looks so different now.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
Kind of cool though.
It looks cool. Not
Very
sure
cool.
how good the coffee is. It's the first time trying.
Yeah.
I paid for 1 bottle of water and 1 flat white, $10.
Ridiculous. Ridiculously expensive. It has become ridiculously expensive. And you know, when we were still living here in Miami, it was already very expensive. And one of the reasons why we decided to move away from Miami was the price situation. And we were paying a lot of rent, and a lot of the times our place here, our apartment, would be empty for 3 months at a time. So half of the year.
There's always something going on.
The NPCs are angry again today. So half of the time of the year the place would be empty, and we would just be traveling around. And that was ultimately why we decided to leave Miami and to give up our home here in Miami.
I really loved living here. It is such a nice spot.
And the funny thing is, there's actually a documentary from, what's the actor's name?
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Leonardo DiCaprio. Is it An Inconvenient Truth? No, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But there's a documentary where he's standing here at this crossing, and in the background you can see our balcony, which is so cool.
Little side note, he mentioned that at some point Miami will just sink. There's a huge problem with flooding here. So we have that in Manila as well. So I think I'll jump into the car.
Yeah, because I am double parking here, and that is illegal, and they're gonna tow me while I'm sitting in the car if we don't drive. So let's go. So crazy how huge these cruise ships are. And actually Nelly made a very, very valid point. Probably a few of you guys are on these ships now, because we've heard that Filipinos are the backbone of the cruise industry worldwide, shipping in general, right?
Yeah.
So
good seafarers.
It's good seafarers. So if you guys are on one of these boats, hello.
Hello guys. I hope we can be on one of those one day. Never tried.
We've never been on a cruise. Can you believe that? Never been on a cruise. Hopefully they'll change very soon.
I just saw all the luxury yachts over here. There's a boat show, and I just remembered a friend of ours told us that one of their friends is a boat captain for a billionaire. So yacht captain. Probably a lot of you guys are yacht captains as well. So kudos to you. Let me know if you can take me anytime. I would really love to experience it one day. Never know, right? No, it's really cool to see all these beautiful boats here in the bay.
So back on the beach. much easier without the car. It's so bright here in Miami all the time. There you go. So yeah, so when we gave up our apartment here in Miami, we just spent 8 months on the road, traveling around this planet, discovering new places, and then we found the place that we ultimately fell in love with, the Philippines.
Yeah.
And at that point, the decision was made. The part of our life that is Miami came to an end, and we started a new story in our life, which is our life in the Philippines. And we're very happy where we are right now, right?
Yeah, very much. I mean, when we left, I was super sad. I remember sitting in the Uber crying, and I felt so sad to leave this place because we made such great friends. Right opposite here, we met all of our main friends at the Starbucks across the road, which was the office. We made great memories here. We had a really nice time. But as Mike said, man soll aufhören, wenn es am schönsten ist. So, which means we should stop when it's at its best. And I think it's safe to say that I have no regrets. I really enjoyed living in Miami, but I enjoy living in the Philippines even more. I feel more balanced, I feel more happy, I feel less stressed. I'm very happy that we made that decision, and it was a very nice part of our life, I must say.
And I feel like this trip to Miami this time around was very important to us because coming back here to Miami, we see that it was the right time for us to move on to a new place. And Miami will always have a special place in our heart. We have a lot of our very close friends here in Miami. So Miami will always be a destination for us to come visit to see our friends. But Philippines is home. And with that being said, thank you for joining us on this little journey around Miami Beach. If you enjoyed the vlog, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new around here. Let us know where you live currently and why you love where you live and where you lived before that and why you left. And with that being said, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Remember to stay awesome.
Be positive.
And make it happen.
Bye-bye.
Bye.